Hey guys, Abby here. Welcome to Love Abby, where we share stories and experiences that might help those who are going through a difficult time right now. And this is a safe space, wala pong judgmental dito. Everything that we say here is meant to help and not to offend. And I know that many of us are going through many difficult things. And though our stories may be different, we share the same lessons. So sino-sino pa bang magtutulungan kundi tayo-tayo lang din? The world needs a lot more love and a lot more people helping each other in the stormy seasons of our lives. So let's make the world a better place, one story at a time. In times of crisis like the pandemic, many of us lose a lot. Our jobs, our source of income, and for some, even our comfort. But one thing I feel is rarely talked about is losing the most important part of our lives, ourselves. Crisis can make us feel like we've lost our identities, like we've lost our strengths and our hope. And this can be a breaking point for some. Everybody copes differently. So I hope our story today helps and comforts those who might be going through something like this right now. So today I invited one of my best friends to share his story of how he found healing after going through a dark phase in his life. His story has inspired me a lot, and I hope it inspires you too. So this is my best friend, Kevin.
Hello, everyone.
Thank you for agreeing to share your story. Alam ko, hindi ganun kadaling mag-open up ng basta-basta lang. But I'm so happy that he agreed to do this kasi alam niya marami ding matutulungan yung kwento niya. Yeah, so thank you again.
Thank you for having me. Love Abby.
So yun yung nangyari sa'yo, di ba? Like yung kwento mo nga. You took architecture and then biglang nawalan ka ng drive to take that course. So, things happened and then eventually you shifted courses.
Yes.
So at early point in your college life, you already felt a sense of parang nawawala ka. No? That's why you had to shift that course. And then what happened was, when you changed that course, finally marketing ka na, and gagraduate ka na, nagkaroon naman ng pandemic.
Yes.
So, what were the things that were going into your mind while you were going through that phase na parang kakagraduate lang tapos wala na namang plano?
It's really frustrating. Kasi, of course, meron tayong sometimes we have this kind of attitude that we really need to prove ourselves.
Yes.
To people, and especially to our parents, kasi I just graduated and I wanted to give back
Of course.
for them to all the sacrifices. It's really hard na alam mo yun, na parang you had your chance. You thought I had my chance to really prove myself, and then I'm still stuck kasi everyone stopped. I mean, everybody stopped, di ba? Yung time na parang I'm going through that anxieties, I feel like I'm really down. I'm in my lowest. I feel like not doing anything at all. I'm really sinking down.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm really scared of the future. Like, what will happen now? Saan ako pupulutan? I'm also like worried about my family. What if we're not gonna be stable anymore financially, and I wasn't able to help them? Parang ganun.
And I think that is one of the biggest fears of our generation today, is not being sure about our future, di ba? Tapos nagka-pandemic pa.
Yeah.
Di lalong parang na,
Yeah.
di ba? It's very difficult. But wala ka bang kinausap noon at that time? Because kami, na lang, nung nag-usap na kami, he was already healing. Medyo nagiging okay na siya. But prior to that, wala kang pinagsabihan, wala kang...
I actually had to tell it to my parents, to my brothers, kasi andun na ako sa level na I feel like I'm dying. I'm literally dying. I feel like every time I sleep, I feel like the energy is really going out of me. Parang, alam mo yun, I'm really sinking. I don't know the reason.
That's probably the anxiety.
The anxiety. Ayun na yung feel ko na parang, I'm nothing. I'm falling into nothingness. Parang ganon. Ganun yung parang siguro metaphor na
Yeah.
ano ko. So, parang ganon.
So good.
So, yun. I had to talk to them. I requested to them, Mom. Sabi ko, Mom, can we talk about something? I wanna share something. Sabi ko, okay, it's getting serious. Hindi pa ako nagsa-start. I was crying already. Sabi ko sa kanila, I feel like wala akong purpose sa life. Kinento ko sa kanila yung nararamdaman ko every night na I feel like I'm dying. I feel like I'm really scared at something that I don't know. I thought I am strong. I know to myself that I am strong. Alam kong kaya ko to.
Yeah.
Alam kong meron naman tayong mga ganyang coping mechanisms sa sarili natin na kaya ko to. Pero this time, in pandemic, I realized I'm really weak. Kasi that's the first time I felt that way. Parang off guard ako. Wala, parang kinain na ako ng sistema ng I'm just really scared at anything.
Yeah.
Sabi na one thing na of course my mom did cry kasi that's the first time na mag-speak ako ng ganon na realize na wow, this is really serious. The first thing na sinabi niya sa akin, nak, let's pray. Magdasal lang tayo. Sabi niya sa akin. Kasi kahit naman ako, nahihirapan din ako. Kasi, and then I realized that sabi ko, these people na nasa family ko, they're doing their best to be strong for me. So, yun. So, I realized na, hey, why can't you do the same? Be strong for them too. So, parang ganun. So, sabi ko sa sarili ko na, okay, this is not me. Actually, this is not me. I'm not used to be this weak.
Yeah.
I'm not used to be this vulnerable. It gave me like this driving force na parang, come on, keep pushing. Hindi laging ganyan. Masyado tayong mahal ng Diyos para magstay tayo sa ganitong sitwasyon.
Yeah.
I had to go back to my core, to my family, which is my family and the friends, the good friends. If these people can be strong for me, why can't I be strong for them too? So I realized na why do I keep thinking about my own fear? How about their own fears too? Nagbalik yung excitement ko to do things.
That's where it started.
That's where it started, yes. Yun, sabi ko sa kanila, can I do streaming? Kasi I'm a performer. Shout out to all the performers. Yung time na pandemic natin na I know it's really frustrating kasi nawala lahat ng mga gigs.
Walang live eh.
Wala
Live
as
events.
in. So, napunta lahat sa live streaming. So, I'm looking for that that alam mo yun, adrenaline to talk to people.
Perform again in front of people.
Yeah, even though it's just virtual, but you will be able to talk to people and perform for them.
Right.
So, I told my mom, can I do streaming? And I did. So, I do streaming for now. So, that helped me. I'm not doing it for the money, but I'm doing it for healing.
And you know, what's beautiful about this story is that you realize that life isn't meant to be lived for yourself. We were given this life to live it for other people. And this pandemic opened our eyes to that. Especially in your story, that you realize that the reason why you were drowning in that fear and in your worries and in yung unsureness of everything.
Yeah.
I don't even know if that's a word, but when you're drowning in that, it's because you realize na parang it's because I'm only thinking about myself. I'm thinking about me, what's going to happen to me, what will happen to my future. But then, when you started to consider the people around you and consider na, I need to live for them. Alala mo mga yung commercial ng Nescafe dati. Para kanino ka bumabangon. Para kanino ka bumabangon. And
yes.
That was very catchy. Because it makes you realize na kailangan may rason kung bakit ka bumabangon eh.
Yeah.
And find that reason. Whether it be your family or your friends, other people, not just yourself. Kasi minsan, kung iisipin mo sarili mo lang, you will think na parang, ayoko nang mabuhay kasi walang nangyayari sa buhay ko eh. But when you think about, hindi ako pwedeng tumigil, hindi ako pwedeng mamatay kasi may umaasa sa aking mga tao. I'm living for other
Yes.
people, not for myself.
Sa mga taong sigurong nakaka-relate nung situation ko and my story, ang mapapayo ko lang is you have to go back to your core. Yung core mo, kung bakit ka nabubuhay. The things that really matters. The people that really matters to you.
The things that really matter in life are the things that we already have,
Yes.
which is our family,
Family.
our house, our homes, the food that we eat.
Mhm.
We eat 3 times a day.
Yeah.
Those are the things that matter. And these things that matter aren't difficult to find. They're right in front of us.
Yes.
Diba?
Exactly.
This pandemic has greatly affected our overall health, mental, physical, emotional. But it also has brought healing. Diba? It healed aspects of our lives that would probably never be healed if walang pandemic.
Yeah.
Like, we wouldn't realize na parang, ay, kailangan ko palang mabuhay, kailangan kong lumaban dahil may mga taong umaasa sa akin. If we are drowning or if we are still living in fear because of this pandemic, please remember that this is not permanent. This will pass and better things are coming.
Yes. And you always have to look forward on something good. Always. Never.
Have that hope.
Yes. Always have that hope.
Yeah, and don't forget to pray.
Yeah. Definitely.
That is the most important thing.
That's your tool of surviving. Prayers.
Yes. I really agree with that. And, without God, this pandemic would just have been a pandemic.
Yeah.
But because we have a God, this pandemic became a lesson to many of us. Diba? And that's the beauty of believing in Him. Because you suddenly have hope that, ay, hindi ako pababayaan ni Lord kahit na hindi ko naiintindihan kung anong mga nangyayari ngayon. Kahit feeling mo na nawawala ka na, feeling mo nothing's going right, feeling mo na wala ka ng direksyon sa buhay, you know that that's temporary and you know that there is a lesson to be learned in whatever you are going through. Pagdaanan mo lang. Pagdaanan mo lang because there's no way to escape the problems in life anyway. Problems or struggles are a permanent in this world. Kahit ipagdasal mo pa yan, ipagnovena mo pa yan, di yan mawawala. But you know what? Be comforted by the fact that, you will be able to get through all of those struggles. God never promised to give us a comfortable life. But He promised to get us through all of those problems. So hold on to that.
You have to have that mindset na you have to keep looking forward on something good on the future. Kasi sometimes when we think of the future, kasi talagang uncontrollable eh.
We don't know our future.
We don't know our future talaga. But then, just look forward on something good.
And yes, and on top of that, I just want to add, you look forward to something good. Sometimes when you set long-term goals, I think I mentioned this to you the other day.
Yes.
When you set long-term goals, it seems so
vague
and blurry, and you feel like it's so hard to reach.
Yes.
So what you do if you are feeling stuck, if you're feeling like nothing's happening to you right now, set short-term goals.
Yes.
Like, okay, if you can't do one day, like you set your goals for a day, if that's still hard for you, set one for the next hour.
Yeah.
Just be, sige, sa susunod na hour, kailangan makaligo na ako.
Yes.
Kailangan makagawa na ako ng homework, or kailangan matapos ko na tong trabaho ko. Then, once you do that, then you start planning for the next hour. You don't have to plan as far as the future. Everybody copes differently. There are some people who can make long-term goals and be okay with it. Be okay with, they have that mindset na parang, okay lang kahit it seems unreachable, I can handle this. But there are some people who are afraid of that. There are some people who feel like long-term goals are so unreachable and parang wala na akong pag-asa kasi ang hirap. So, start with the short-term goals.
Step by step, little by little.
Take it one day at a time, sabi nga nila, 'di ba? So, Thank you, Kev, for sharing your story.
Thank you.
I really appreciate that. And I think this is something that needs to be heard, because a lot of us, a lot of those who are our age, not only our age, maybe even those who are older than us, younger than us, might be experiencing this because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
This is one of the stories that is worth sharing also. So thank you for agreeing
Thank
to
you.
do this. Thank you for opening up.
Thank you.
And I hope to have you again here
Of
sa Love
course.
Abby. And guys, this is something that is not like overnight mawawala. It's not something na parang, like Kevin, if you ask him, are you okay right now na? He'll probably say na,
No.
not 100%.
Not 100%, but I'm getting there.
Yeah, and I'm so proud of you, because it's difficult to share your story while you are still going through it.
Yes.
So thank you for sharing that. And I hope that this serves as an inspiration to you, that kahit wala ka pa dun sa point na gusto mong marating, your stories are worth sharing. And they are worth celebrating, because we know that you are trying your best every day. Diba?
Yeah.
So keep on going. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on your future. And don't give up on the people around you. Don't
Yes.
give up on yourself.
Yes. Don't give up. Don't be too hard on yourself.
That's right. So ayun guys, I hope kahit papano nakatulong sa inyo yung story ni Kevin. And I know that this might be a silent battle that many of us might be fighting. But please remember that you are not alone. Even if you're not in the best place in life right now, even if your story isn't finished, it is worth celebrating, because you are trying your best. And right now, that is all that matters. And if you're going through a difficult time right now, I'm here to remind you that storms don't last forever. Love, Abby. If you have a story that you would like to share with us, please don't be shy to send us a message in one of the platforms below. And if you like this video, please share this to those who you think might need to hear these stories. And don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. Thank you for watching.